Hello, I'm going to do a review of the new LG Optimus Slider from Virgin Mobile. It is an upgrade to the this sticker. I haven't removed this, so that'll go away. It's an upgrade with a slider from the Optimus V. They are similar in size and basically overall appearance. They're turn this one off. I will turn that on. Alright, similar in size, same size screen, 3.2 inch. This one's a little bit higher resolution, or same resolution, but I believe it's a better screen by a little bit, not much, but the screens look about the same. This one is definitely thicker and heavier. You can feel the difference. I'm not sure exactly the weight. It's got on the side here the USB with a cover. It's got the volume up and down keys, and on the back it has a camera, 3.2 megapixels with the speaker, and on the top we've got the power lock switch on this side here, and we've got the headphone jack on the other side, which is the opposite of the Optimus V, the original. I did forget to take out the battery. Shoot. Okay, here on the bottom. Alright, well, here. Also, another thing you'll see is these buttons are a different order. So instead of home being here, that and menu are switched around. Let's see here. One thing that really annoys me coming from this phone, from this one you can see to unlock the screen you don't need to reach your finger up and click the button, but you can just click home or any of those keys and then get into the phone. Whereas in the on the Optimus Slider, you have to reach up there, the home, back, search, got those all messed up, but they do not turn on the phone, so I can't just click there and slide to unlock, which is what I'm used to. So that is somewhat annoying. Let's see if the battery, it's actually on this side, so we don't need to take it out. It's 1540 milliamp hours, as you can see there. So, tiny bit more than the Optimus V had. This one was a 1500 milliamp hour battery, but this one has the slider and a bigger processor, 800 megahertz versus 600. And so this one does consume more power. I do find that this one ran out of batteries a decent amount quicker than this one. I have actual test I did here. Let's see if I can find it quick. Alright, so I got normal use, 9:30 to 4 was a day of normal use. And so you're probably going to need a charger in there sometime in your day. It charged from 2% to 12 in 15 minutes. I put it on the charger it came with. And then I also just made a note to talk about the not being able to turn on with this button, which really was an annoyance for me. Alright, now that we've got that, let's check out the messaging. The messaging app is pretty much the same. If I hadn't mentioned already, this phone is Android 2.3 Gingerbread, and all the other Virgin Mobile phones are Android 2.2. So this one should just have an overall speed increase, and I have to say the device is quite fast when going from screen to screen. Usually not much lag, if any, and overall this device was much faster than the Optimus V. Though I still really like the Optimus V, it's a very reliable phone. So I do say this is a nice upgrade. Let's see here. Let's check out messaging. So you can see there's a new keyboard over the one on this phone. Let's just, I've got messaging there. So here you can see that's the old keyboard, and with the new operating system comes a new keyboard. Takes a little getting used to, but it's not a bad keyboard, and you can also do it in landscape. But why would you do it in landscape when you have this keyboard? The only complaint I had about this physical keyboard, I really did like it. It's got some nice, pretty decent spacing, and the keys are definitely raised up, and they've got the little hump to them. The only problem was that my fingers kind of touched up top. There's not much room in between the upper key row and this. But other than that, I was able to type pretty fast on here after getting used to it for a week. I used this phone for my primary device for about a week. So let's try to do this. I can't really do it with the camera here. The quick brown fox is lazy. And double tapping space gives you period, of course. Alrighty. And now we've got, I just wanted to mention the signal on this device. It seems to be pretty good. Usually maybe about a bar more than this phone, and a couple decibels. Let's delete that. There we go. So if you do live in a fringe area like I do, let me recommend this for the signal. Also for speed test wise, I actually don't have it on mobile right now. I do not have it activated at the moment. Speed test wise, this got about average, about the same as my Optimus V. So nothing spectacular, but then again, Sprint is not incredibly fast where I am. Phone calls sounded good. The other person could hear me fine. No specific complaints about that. Web browsing. Let's take a look at that quick. We're going to go to phonedog.com. And this is on Wi-Fi right now. My Wi-Fi is not very fast. It actually runs over a Sprint broadband card. So I'm going to load this up, and then I'll do a multi-touch. I did find, or pinch to zoom, I did find that this phone had a very good web browsing experience. It's definitely faster at like rendering pages than the Optimus V here, and it was also quicker at, well, kind of scrolling around on a page. It also, this actually is using Flash right now, as you can see, those Flash ads. So let's zoom in on one of those. I'm not sure if this ad will move, but it's this device is using Flash ads. So that's a change from the Optimus V, because I do not believe that phone even can download Flash player. So we'll just let this finish loading, and then I will do some pinch to zoom. This site does take a while, and slow Wi-Fi doesn't help for now. Keep in mind, this is with an 800 megahertz processor. Oh, there we go, it's done. Pinch to zoom is decent. It's definitely pretty good for 800 megahertz, like I said. 800 megahertz, not dual core, and it is running Flash in the background. I have to say that's better than some high-end phones. This is a mid-range phone. So that's that, and as you can see, this is a pretty intensive site. I can go around. You can always double click to get in on an area, and then there's this way. Notice how fast it switches. That, I have to say, is much faster than some high-end devices. No transition effects, but really, for that speed, who cares? Plus, the phone is $200, if I didn't mention. No contract. So that is always nice about Virgin Mobile. The Maps app loaded, I'm not going to show you my location, but it did load location quite fast, and using it for navigating was easy. And also, like I said, the new OS here that we have, let me exit out of something. As you can see, this new one here, it substitutes darker colors for lighter ones, and that is for the purpose of saving battery, of course, because, you know, darker screens save battery. So as you can see, darker, lighter over there. And then also, let's just really quickly look at, talked about the speed test, talked about signal, did multi-touch. I'm going to do a quadrant standard. I'm also going to run Angry Birds for you, because many of you are probably wondering how that runs. And that will be all in part 2. Thanks for watching.